Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Formula One. I'm your host, Jamie. I'm here with my sister, Jack,
Hi, everybody.
for our last one of 2023.
It's sad.
I know. Happy almost holidays, everybody. As a reminder, no episode next week. We'll be back, though, the week right after. So not to worry. But we are in the off season, so there's really not much news coming out, as we've said in the past. But exciting news from Ferrari. We do have our car launch date.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, so we have they announced they're going to be launching the car for next year on February 13th. Last year they launched it on Valentine's Day, February 14th, and that didn't work out so well for us. So maybe right before
One day earlier is going to make the difference.
one day earlier, it's going to be that's going to be it for us. It'll be great. In terms of other teams' new cars, James Allison has gone so far as to say the W15 is going to be a championship car.
Yeah. So, Lewis has faith. James Allison has faith. I have faith.
I'm trying not to get myself into the Kool-Aid too fast this time. So
it's gone.
I will get there. I will get there. I guarantee you I will end up chugging Kool-Aid before the start of the 2024 season. But
you're still hesitant.
They said the same thing about the W14.
Yeah, and, I don't know.
And I will caveat this with people on socials, we hear you that maybe we're being a bit harsh on the W14, calling it terrible. It did finish P2 in the constructors, whatever. However, with the lead that Red Bull had, P2 in the constructors by a long shot. This was not.
Yeah.
They weren't like neck and neck. Yeah.
They almost lost P2 and P3. This is a team that's won a ton of championships. They should be competing. They have incredible drivers. They should be very close to Red Bull, and the cars just haven't been able to get there.
So, maybe I'm wrong.
But we hear you. I don't think we're being that harch.
Did you see those comments on socials? I was like, okay, maybe we were being a bit dramatic.
Well, that's our show.
That's it, though.
The drama.
So, sorry to everybody on socials that felt we were being mean to the W14.
Can we say? We watched some Drive to Survive and look at us now.
We are nothing if not dramatic.
Nothing if not dramatic.
Another, speaking of team personnel, James Allison, technical director for Mercedes, we do have someone at Red Bull who we should be hearing about their future.
Yeah, or not future.
Mr. Helmut Marko.
Yeah.
I think
the fact that this is
will be back.
Crazy.
I don't, regardless of personal feelings that I have about Helmut Marko, he is deeply ingrained in Red Bull and deeply influential. I think this is like we're having off-season news stories trying to make things interesting.
I think Max has talked about it too, saying that Helmut's not going anywhere. Yeah. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere. But would they make an announcement for somebody like that?
No, especially because remember Christian was like, well, he's not an employee of Red Bull Racing.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt Red Bull Racing will post like, because I think he's also, if I remember correctly, I believe he's like a contractor. So I think it'll just be like a new contract. It'll extend for however many years.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. And then some drama around team names. We have a few teams, or a couple. Alfa Romeo and Alpha Tauri are supposed to be getting new names for this season. And Alfa Romeo's, I'm not sure if this is not the final thing, but in the official F1 entry, the team name was what was it?
It was long.
Steak Sauber Formula One kick team or something.
Yeah.
It's like
It was
something
long.
ridiculous. And so then they posted this very odd, very cryptic message today. I believe they posted it
Yeah. On
saying,
Instagram.
yeah. I saw it on Twitter. So they must have
Oh,
posted it
okay.
on all of their socials. And it was just this like cryptic message of like, we're not ready to share our full name and we know there's a lot at stake. And then they said something about it being like a full meal, quote unquote, and that they're going to release the team name and the team personality January 1st.
I love that. Got to make the people wait for it. A full
So
meal.
I'm like,
Who is a sponsor?
what is this? Well, just like I think Steak is their title sponsor. So like Steak
Yeah.
Sauber
Oh,
F1
so
team is fine though. Like Steak Sauber F1 team would be fine. I wasn't aware that Kick was also a title sponsor. So like that I'm really confused about that
I'm very
whole
confused
thing.
about it. And then everyone's posting. Did you see that all at the end of the season too? Like all the Alfa Romeo people were just posting. It's been such a great time working here. Like, what is happening?
Oh, like they're getting like all new team.
I don't know. They made it seem like that. I don't know if they were just like, oh, Alfa Romeo's like a special place in our hearts because we worked here and now we're changing the name. But I mean, granted, I don't really follow anybody, I don't think, that works for Alpha Tauri. But Alpha Tauri has also changed its name quite a bit, so maybe they haven't
Yeah.
held
Alpha
on to.
Tauri, I think, might also be different because it's a title sponsor change.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is obviously more like Alfa Romeo is no longer involved. So I don't know. We will see. I hope that name that was on that entry list is not the final, just because it's ugly. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm going to do? I will probably continue calling them Alfa Romeo for a while, and then I'll eventually just call them Sauber, and then it'll be Audi. So it's really no skin off of my back what they end up going.
We're just gonna start calling them Audi.
Yeah. I mean, like,
So.
what teams do we even use the full name for? So I think we're splitting hairs at this point. Whatever they
Yeah,
decide to
maybe.
go with, fine, go for it.
Good for you.
And then, Jack, this last piece of news that you had highlighted, I have not seen this. So, do you want to take this one?
Oh, so okay, maybe it didn't come from a super credible news source, but I saw that Fred Vassar is saying that Ferrari is expecting to re-sign Charles and Carlos, and that contracts are in talks. I've seen the rumor of
Yeah.
Charles' contract about to be announced for another 10-year one. I've seen that rumor a lot.
Yeah, that
I'm
one's
not.
like
I'm
every
not
2 months.
shocked at the news of them trying to resign, or even like Carlos them resigning with Ferrari. I would be. I would be interested to see how long those contracts are because I think they're going to be pretty short.
Yeah. Again, I feel like the speculation around this is there's always so much of it. And it's
Yeah.
always like one of them's not staying or both can't stay. And like, but if you look at the performance of them, like, why would they change their driver lineup?
Yeah. They have two great drivers.
So I wouldn't be shocked at all if this was ended up being the case and they both got extensions. And I do agree with you. I think they'll probably be on the shorter side, especially with 2026 and regulation changes and things like that. I think from a driver perspective, you don't really know what's going to happen there. So, like, you don't want to be locked in,
Yeah,
would be my guess. But maybe you do want to be locked in for security reasons. But
maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree.
I
I
don't
would
I don't think the short contracts would be from Ferrari's point. I think it would be from Charles and Carlos' point
Yeah.
of view. Because there's been so many rumors about Carlos just going to Audi when they go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So we'll see how if that ends up being true. But yeah, I would think my prediction already for the 2024 silly season, which that's going to be a whole can of worms.
that's gonna be crazy.
We had it easy this past year because next year it's like about half the drivers, if not more, are up in 2024. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we got announcements early on that both of them are extending their contracts.
Yeah.
But yeah, quick news segment. Really not too
Quick
much
news.
happening.
We're in
Like
and out.
gearing up for the holidays. Which I guess one other piece of news that we didn't cover, the F1 Secret Santa video was posted where all of the drivers get each other Secret Santa presents. And in preparation for the holidays, Jack and I thought, well, what would we get each of these 20 drivers if we were playing Santa to them?
Yeah.
So we have gone down the list of all of the drivers, and Jack and I have each picked out a gift for them that we would give them. And we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Some of mine, because I'd suggested this a while ago, right? Some of mine were taken by the
Oh, by the
video. Yeah.
I will
I'll point out which
when
ones.
they come up, yeah, because I'm curious. Mine, maybe you went bigger than I did, or maybe I went bigger than you did because
You probably
mine are
there is no price limit because some of
yeah,
them are thousands and thousands of dollars and some of them are $5.
same. This is no limits. This is us getting these drivers what we think they would want.
But
So
yeah.
price and ability for this to actually happen, not an object on this podcast.
Nope.
We're here for fun. That's it.
We're here for a fun time, not a long time.
Exactly. All right. So we'll go in order of the drivers. We're going in order of the Constructors Championship. We'll go, team, those two drivers, and then we'll just go down that way, just so it's organized. So starting
Yeah.
with Red Bull, Max Verstappen. Would you like to go first, Jack, with what you'd get
Yeah.
him?
So I recently saw a interview that he did, and they asked him about his cats, and he loves his cats. And they asked him if he would want more cats, and he said yes, he would want more cats. So I would get him a cat.
Very nice. Yes.
Very simple. Would get him another cat.
Cat guy. He's a big cat guy.
He's big cat guy. What about you? What'd you say?
So I got him. We know Max enjoys his video games and his sim racing. It's his favorite thing to do. And a lot of times other things, aka media, interrupt his time with that. So my gift to him would be 72 uninterrupted hours of sim racing.
That would be like a coupon.
Like that. Yeah, a coupon.
Like those coupons you would make your parents when you had no money.
Yeah. I think he would enjoy that. How about Mr. Sergio Perez? What'd you get?
So there's a theme with the Red Bull guys because he has a family, he's got kids. I think they should get a dog.
Yeah.
I think they would be a really good dog family. I don't know why, I'm just getting that vibe that they would be a really good dog family, and they would love it.
I don't know
So
why
I'd
I'm
get them a dog.
picturing because I've never seen Checo's house, but I'm picturing Checo to have a huge yard. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't think he has pets. I mean, his kids are, I think they're pretty young, but I think they need a dog.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Mine, Listen, I just wrote down what came to my mind first when I said, what would I get Checo if I was his secret Santa and I had to get him something he wanted? I wrote job security.
Oh my god. I think he would like that. I think that's a good one.
Or even maybe a caveat to that is like maybe just having the media stop like guessing and taking bets on when he's
Yeah.
going to lose his job. I think he'd also be happy with that.
You didn't have to answer to those questions.
Yeah. Listen, it's what came to my mind. I'm trying to be a giver here. Be a good gift
I thought
giver.
we were getting tangible things, but okay.
No, there's no
Different
rules. There's no rules.
Okay, no rules. No rules. No rules.
On to P2, Mercedes, Mr. Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton. So he has a dog, Roscoe.
He does.
Adorable
Animal
dog.
focused so far.
Very animal focused. This is just the way that it's happened. I think this is the last one. But Roscoe. And I said I would get him because he has everything. I'm not going to get him clothes. He already has an incredible stylist, and he is rocking the paddock. I'm not going to get him clothes. I'm going to get something for his son, Roscoe. So I'm going to get him a dog sweater for the Broncos because Lewis Hamilton is a part owner of the Denver Broncos. So I'd get him if I could knit, I would hand do it, but I can't, so I'd have to buy it. Or Etsy. Etsy's fantastic.
Love it. Very sweet. Roscoe would love it.
I think Roscoe would rock it.
Oh, he would. Does Roscoe wear outfits typically? I feel like I don't know.
I've seen him in a harness.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd love it.
I've seen him skateboard, so I think he will be fine.
Yeah. He's a pretty chill guy, I think.
He's a pretty chill guy. What did you say?
So Lewis Hamilton just had a non-alcoholic tequila come out.
Yeah.
Called Almave, I think is how you pronounce it. So I thought it would be cool to give him a funky cocktail bar and lounge where he can serve cocktails of his fake tequila, his non-alcoholic tequila, and he can do all different types of mocktails, and he can incorporate all other non-alcoholic spirits in it as well, and like a really funky vibe in like Soho, New York.
Yeah, that's a very generous gift.
Money is no object.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, who knows how much I'm going to have to pay to get Checo his job security.
That it's just gonna be a lot of your time, I think.
I'll get there.
Time and money, definitely.
What about Mr. George Russell? What'd you get him?
Oh, okay. So do you remember when Scott Disick became a lord?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get George a lordship. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I would want to buy him a lordship. So he would be Lord George Russell.
So it would be Lord George Russell and Sir Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah.
I love it. He would love it.
It'd be a vibe. I think he would like it.
I got George. And this goes into like, this doesn't have to be realistic.
Okay.
You'll understand in a second. But we know Mr. George Russell, I mean, he came in hot this year with his iconic pose in the F1 intro. And just he's been slaying and serving all year long.
Yeah.
I got him a 2-episode guest judge arc on America's Next Top Model.
Oh my god.
Because I think he'd love it. He's a pro, obviously, at posing and doing all of the serving and the slaying. So it would be great. And this is where the not realistic part comes in, because I am 80 to 90% sure that show is no longer on.
I don't know. I think Project Runway is.
Yeah, but Project Runway is like the design of the clothes.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
There is some judgment of models, but mostly it's the judgment of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something similar.
Maybe RuPaul's Drag Race could be.
I think George would love to be on RuPaul's Drag Race.
So yeah, something like that. I think because then he can be opinionated. He can share his opinions. and
Yeah.
share his expertise as well.
Sashay away. What is it?
Sachet.
Sashay. I can't pronounce anything. Cut
Oh,
that
boy.
out. Don't put that in.
I'm leaving it. All right. On to our Ferrari boys.
Ferrari, I did practical. I was very practical with them.
For both of them. All right. Who
For
do you want
both
to
of
start with?
them. I was gonna start with Charles.
All right.
So I would get him. I got him a
Mhm.
portable like piano keyboard. But
Very
it's
nice.
it's one that he can practice on because he's learning and he's gotta create his songs.
Very
And if we
nice.
want to be really impractical, because I'm gonna go jump on your impracticality, I'm giving him a session with a musician to write. Maybe uh what's his name? Who works with Taylor Swift?
Jack Antonoff.
Yeah, he gets a session with Jack Antonoff.
Very nice. Love it. Oh, he can start adding lyric or like singing
Yeah.
the songs.
Well, if he wants to be competing at Eurovision, he needs it.
Oh yeah. Yep. This is another one I just wrote down. What came to my mind? A Monaco win. That's what I'm gonna get
That's so
Charlotte.
mean.
No, it's not. It's what I'm getting him for Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Do you remember we saw that children's book and it said like Charles Leclerc's no
Oh,
good, very bad Monaco race or something?
yeah, there is. If you are listening and you have children in your life that you need that enjoy reading books, there is a children's book called Charlotte Leclerc's like terrible, horrible, no good,
Yeah.
very bad Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I want to break the Monaco bad luck streak for him.
Yeah.
What about for Mr. Carlos Sainz? What'd you get him?
I said quadrant merch.
Like Lando's brand?
Yeah, because they're besties.
Wow, phoned it in on that one, didn't you?
They're besties.
What
did you say? You?
In a similar vein, I got him a full wardrobe of clothing with the chili emoji because Valtteri had him for Secret Santa and gave him it's the name of a Speedo with the chili emoji on it, and he wore, I forget what race it was at, but he wore that chili bucket hat the whole weekend. So
he's a chili guy.
So let's really lean into this. Let's get him a whole set of clothing with it.
Yeah. Could bedazzle some of them. That could look pretty nice.
We could have different colors.
Yeah.
The world's our oyster. Speaking of quadrant though.
Oh yeah.
McLaren, Mr. Lando Norris.
I said, which I think he might have everything. I don't know if you need, but DJ equipment. I want DJ Lando back. I want more sets. I think it was fun that he did it, and I want the DJ Lando era back.
We haven't had DJ Lando in so long.
For so long.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of one of his other hobbies, I got him a round of golf with Tiger Woods.
Oh. I thought you were going to say photography, but okay.
No.
That's great. That would be fun.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a really exciting gift for someone that likes golf, I would assume.
I think I would like to hang out with Tiger Woods.
I would want to hang out with Tiger Woods. I don't think I'd want to play golf in front of him because I've never played golf and I think he'd make fun of me.
No, I think that would be better than you going in and I think it would be better being like, hey, I'm really bad at mini golf. This is going to be worse.
I don't know. Yeah. Tiger, what's your preference? Should I take some lessons before we hang out or?
Yeah, let us know.
What about Mr. Oscar Piastri?
I want I went a few ways on this, but I ended up landing on that I would get him the Bondi Rescue box set
Our
to
favorite
remind
show.
him of home.
Our favorite show. If
And
you are
just also
listening,
a phenomenal show,
yeah,
incredible show.
if you are one of our listeners who has no idea what we're talking about when we repeatedly mentioned Bondi Rescue, I highly recommend you watch it. You can find almost all the episodes on YouTube. It's just about the lifeguards at Bondi Beach in Australia. Best show ever. It's so good.
And it's just them saving people, and yeah, it's just incredible. It's so fun. I love that. I need to watch that show again.
Yeah. It comes up on my TikTok For You page every once in a while.
Oh, I follow them, obviously.
I love Bondi Rescue.
Love
Um,
Bondi.
what I got, Oscar, is this is a bit of a deep cut, but
Okay.
if you recall, there was a McLaren marketing video a while back, earlier in the season, where they were playing with like childhood toys, I think they were.
Oh yeah.
And
That was
Oscar
yesterday.
mentioned that he used to eat Play-Doh.
Oh my god.
So I would get him edible Play-Doh
Nice.
so that he could, feel nostalgic, but maybe not poison himself.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that one. Edible Play-Doh. I think they make that now.
I'm sure
Or
current
if
Play-Doh
they
has to be
don't,
safe
they
to
have
eat.
to. Oh, that too.
It's gotta be. I think back in the day, the Play-Doh that he was eating, because
That
he's
we played with.
yeah,
No,
I think
definitely
that
not big.
probably wasn't very safe to eat. I'm sure current Play-Doh is fine though.
Did you ever eat
Don't
it? I
take my
don't.
word for it though.
Yeah, don't allegedly. Did you ever eat Play-Doh when you were little? I never ate Play-Doh when I was little.
No. No, I
Mm.
did really like the smell of it when I was little,
I
but
like
I don't believe I ever ate any of it.
Yeah, and we never had an easy bake oven.
I had one.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know where you
Oh,
were.
I
I
don't
had
know
one,
where I
but it
was.
was one, it was always disgusting. I like
The
I think
food?
I got like the starter pack when I got it that had like 4 or 5 mixes. And I think we probably made those or I made those. And it was so gross that I don't think mom ever bought more mixes
Well,
because
she's
it was
probably
nasty.
scared. Yeah.
Um, but we had a lot of those Play Doh things.
Yeah, we had the haircut one
The
where
haircut Play Doh thing.
yeah,
Yeah, you put the Play Doh in and it like comes out and
it
then you
grows
get,
the hair grows and you get to
yeah.
cut it.
And then we had the
That's a good one.
dentist one too, where you could like
We
make
did
the
have the dentist
teeth.
one.
Yeah, we had lots of crazy stuff. We had some cool stuff.
We had some
Not to
cool
flex
stuff.
on all of you.
Yeah. We also had Lincoln Logs, so
We had so many Lincoln
we had so
Logs.
many Lincoln Logs. That was a big deal in our house.
Loved Lincoln Logs. But on
Okay.
to our next one. Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso.
Oh, obviously, Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, duh.
Duh. Duh.
Duh.
Duh.
I would be so curious to see what he would think of the Eras Tour.
I think champion can recognize champion for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Goat
Bill
recognizes goat.
Bill Belichick recognizes that Taylor's awesome.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah.
would be fun. I got him a greenhouse full of rare flowers for him to smell.
Oh yeah. Oh god. That's my favorite. I love that. I
I was like, okay, I did mention this flower thing like very recently on the pod, but I had to.
it's
I
so,
had
it's
to.
so still funny.
So, and I think he'd really enjoy rare flowers. Like we could get him some funky ones that like, from all over the world.
Yeah. And he could see, yeah, I think he'd appreciate it. I think he'd like that.
What'd you get for Lance?
So this was, I think, the one that was the craziest that I've actually written down. Tennis lessons with Serena Williams, the Williams sisters,
Yeah, for his new career.
for his new career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
I he
According to Danny, he can really use the help. I'm not
I
a
wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I don't know tennis, so I don't. But I'm taking. I believe Danny that.
Yeah.
So for his new career, he'll get some lessons, and then it'll be great.
Yeah.
I was thinking along the lines of like Lance merch and like from Canada, like what's something
Mm,
cool Lance could do to like lean into the Canada aspect and like really
yeah.
pull on that. So I started with thinking like, oh, a better merch line for when he has his home race. Because if I'm remembering correctly, I didn't really love the merch that they did for his home race this past year. But then I
Mm,
thought, let's take this like a little step further. And a few of the drivers on the grid already have drink lines, most of them alcoholic. Lewis is not. But I thought it would be cool if he could do like maple infused drinks,
yeah, like
either
a whiskey.
alcoholic, yeah, like whiskey, I think would be cool. So, like, I would think whiskey is what you would do with like a bourbon infused
Yeah.
or a maple infused like alcohol. But even if you wanted to do like teas, non-alcohol,
Yeah.
so that I would connect him with like whatever he decided on, like either a manufacturing for that
I
and
like that
start a
idea.
line of maple flavored whatever.
Yeah. I like that.
Um, On to our Alpine boys.
These were the hardest ones for me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like Pierre's. I'm not super happy with, but I think he will be happy with it.
Pierre was the one that was stolen when I initially was like, we should do this for a
Oh, a
podcast episode.
tripod.
The tripod.
Okay.
Because he joked about it and I was like, how hilarious would this
Yeah.
be?
So what did you end up getting, Pierre?
I ended up doing a karaoke bar membership. I don't know if that's even a thing, but him and Yuki did karaoke and he seemed like he had a lot of fun. So a membership to a karaoke bar
Yeah.
was what I got him.
What I got him because I was
Yeah.
blanking. I just got him no more media questions about how much he hates Esteban.
Does he get that a lot? I mean, I have
I feel like he
questions.
does. I think recently he did an interview where it seemed like he was like a little over answering
Mm,
questions about his relationship with Esteban.
yeah.
And listen, I think we'll never get the real story, so I think we should all just stop asking. Or if we give him like a few months and then we ask
Maybe he'll
again,
bring it
maybe he'll
up.
be like, "Okay, now I'll tell you since you've left me alone about it."
Yeah, you got to be cool about it. You got
Yeah.
to ease in. Yeah, for sure.
So, what about Esteban?
So you know who he loves the superheroes?
Mhm.
I was gonna get him a cameo from Tom Holland.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
got him a cameo in the next Spider-Man movie.
Oh.
I don't even know if they're making one. But I think he'd want to be in it. I think that would
They
be
would.
fun.
Oh, yeah, he would want to be in it, but they're always going to be redoing the Spider-Man movie, so there it may not be soon, but they're always gonna be redoing the Spider-Man movie. So yeah, he could be 50 and he'll be in it. That's
That's
hilarious.
so funny.
Is that what
Same
you thought I was
different
gonna say because I
yeah.
your face when I said cameo? Totally different. Totally
Same
different.
idea, different execution is
Yeah.
what we had there.
Yeah.
Um, how about our Williams boys?
Williams boys. So I was gonna do for Logan, which he probably already has, but I couldn't really think of anything.
Mhm.
Um, just like beach things, like surfboard, um,
Yeah,
beach cooler, ATV,
Florida guy.
Florida
Florida.
guy.
Yeah, love it.
He
I
spends
think
a
he's
lot of time on the beach.
yeah. I was thinking like for Logan, you know, he hasn't quite captured the American market yet. So I was thinking what could really help him with that. So I said an In-N-Out brand deal because I was trying to think of like a very American
Yeah.
thing. But I didn't want to go like McDonald's because I felt like I don't know, something a little like fancier.
I like that idea. There is no In-N-Out in Florida.
No.
I mean, not everything has to be tied to Florida.
Yeah. I couldn't think of I couldn't think of a national chain that worked for the vibe I was going for. So I went with In-N-Out.
Dunkin'? But Dunkin' has so many of
Yeah, I
like
was trying to think of
sponsorships.
something that's like would be unique and very truly American.
I think In-N-Out's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
It would be a fun brand deal to have. Think of all the French fries you could eat.
Don't really like In-N-Out fries.
I've had them once in my life. I thought they were fine. Nothing to write home about though.
There's other ones that Shake Shack's the best.
Well, we are the wrong people to ask about like those types of restaurants though, because neither one of us eats meat. So I think
I can talk about French fries though. I can talk about the French fries.
Is really what people go for.
That is true.
So, what about Alex?
Alex, I was going to get him golf cleats so he didn't have another slipping incident like he did at the Netflix Cup.
When I saw the clip of that, because I radical honesty did not watch the Netflix Cup. I was like my heart breaks because that like would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won't happen again. Preventative.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, we're really differing in the price points on some of these because my gift to Alex is a jet to fly his pets to all the races with him. He has so many pets.
He could do a pretty cool, like that's the thing though, is I was also thinking he could do brand deals with anybody and get free stuff and just create cinema masterpieces.
Mm-hmm. But most of his pets are cats, which if he's trying to include his pets in the brand deals, cats are not the easiest to,
not the best actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know, though.
Never know.
What about AlphaTauri?
So for Yuki, I was going to get him one of those like Hatch alarm clocks because he always talks about how he hates waking up in the morning for his workouts. And I don't have the Hatch one, but I have one that's very similar and it helps because it's like sunshine. Mm-hmm. You're waking up to sunshine.
Yeah. I love that. I just have a smart bulb in my light in my room that's on a timer. It does wonders. Highly recommend for anybody who has a hard time waking up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I love my little timer thing. For Yuki, I got him something that this is actually a gift to me.
Gift to you.
Because I need this to happen. I got him a limited series Netflix show with Gordon Ramsay where they review restaurants.
They review restaurants. They just go around and eat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be down to watch that.
See that.
I think that would be great.
Yeah. So that's
I think Yuki would end up being really mean at the end. Well, he would change. Gordon Ramsay would change him.
Yeah. I do feel like the two of them would be an interesting dynamic together, which is also why I selected Gordon. Because I think, Yuki, we know how he gets when he gets under pressure and upset based on the way he speaks on the radio during races. And Gordon has quite the reputation as well. So
vocabulary.
I think it has the potential to be electric.
Yeah.
Could be great.
Could be great. Could be a real winner.
What'd you get for Daniel?
Buffalo Bills tickets. Because he's a big Bills fan. and him and Josh Allen are besties. So I would get him Bills tickets, even though Josh Allen could probably get him tickets. He does, I think, get him tickets.
It's the thought that counts.
Okay, it's a thought that counts. Yeah.
What I'm getting for Daniel does contradict one of my earlier gifts, but we're gonna move on. I'm gonna give him the 2025 Red Bull seat.
Maybe Checo's job security isn't necessarily in his current job.
Yeah, I never specified job security for how long or what I meant by job
For
security.
what job?
Yeah, maybe I just meant staying on the grid.
Or staying at Red Bull in some capacity.
You and I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that. None of us do.
None of us do.
None of us do. Especially not me.
Especially not you.
How about Alfa Romeo / Steak Sauber kick every other name?
For Joe, I got him a hair appointment.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to change. I don't know if he changed it, but he needs to change it.
Not a fan of the new
Not a
one.
fan.
For Joe, I got him because he just got a new kitty cat.
Oh yeah.
So I got him a bunch of different kitty outfits, a kitty wardrobe, because he's
wardrobe.
extremely well dressed. So I would assume that his kitty cat is gonna want to match.
Have to be.
Yeah.
For sure.
Valtteri?
And for Valtteri, I said, you can get those custom bike shirts.
Yes.
So I was trying to think of his favorite things, and I just kept coming back to like Lewis. So just be pictures of Lewis on a bike
He
shirt.
would love that. The funniest thing is I could see him wearing that, posting a picture of it, and just like not tagging Lewis. Like, just like acknowledge.
Lewis is like, no tag.
Yeah. Like
Please
what he did to
tag me.
Pierre when Pierre posted that picture of himself with Lewis's wax figure.
Yeah.
For Valtteri, I got him. This was a little bit, I guess, of a cheap shot, but I got him pairs of buttless chaps. I think he'd enjoy that article
for his next calendar shoot.
I think he'd love it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And to round out our grid,
I'm not proud of these gifts though.
Yeah, I literally just looked over and was like, these are not. We should have gone bottom to top.
We should have.
My
could have ended with puppies.
Yeah. But what'd you get, Kevin?
Kevin, what did I get, Kevin? A girl dad hat. Like literally, that's it.
When I was trying to think of what to get him, I was like, should I just get him a wardrobe of that girl dad stuff?
I think he loves being a girl dad. That was also he
also
posts about his daughter and like the fist bumps and she puts down his thighs are so cute. But yeah, just the girl dad hat.
Well, I sort of in the same vein of him being a girl dad, I got him one of those double strollers, where it's for like the toddler and the baby. But I got him one that's outfitted to look like his car, like a Haas car.
Oh, sick. That'd be so sick. I think he'd enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah, so he can, take him around.
Yeah.
And then finishing it off, Mr. Nico Hulkenberg.
It feels so bad.
What'd you get?
Some Toblerone? He posted about it. Like, it was just like in his birthday post, I think, and he got like a lot of Toblerone.
Toblerone is delicious.
Toblerone smacks. It's so good. But I also did put like a night of babysitting.
Oh yes, because he also has a very, very cute little girl.
Another cute little girl. I'm sure he wants time with his wife for date night.
Toblerone. It's so good. I kind of want Toblerone.
I know.
I hope we get Toblerone for Christmas.
I know. You think we will? Maybe in our stockings.
In our stockings. Yeah, maybe Santa will bring it. I got Nico more bleach because bring back Ken doll Nico.
We love bleached Nico. That was a good one. A cameo in the Barbie movie,
Yeah.
Barbie 2.
I loved the random bleached hair era for Nico. It was so good. I think he should do it more often.
I think he should do more things like that, just show up randomly with
Yeah.
different changes because everyone was so focused on it.
Yeah. He had all the attention.
He had all the attention.
So that wraps up our gift giving. Let us know what you would get. Any of the drivers, all of the drivers, your favorite driver. And happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. We will not talk to you next week, but we will talk to you the week after we take some time to celebrate. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're 2024.
And love you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.